The best moves often require not only trust in others, but also what? Patience. Shall we be off? The end game awaits us. Yo, 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 it's B-tean Screen. How's everybody doing today? I'm doing fantastic. Back here with episode 99 of Pokemon Reborn. This scares me, honestly. It really does scare me. Let's go ahead and fly. Run over to Calcedon City. We have people to talk to. Ooh. Hey, so is this it for us to be out in bed? I was wondering. Sure. I need to find people. Why aren't you like this now? I beg your pardon? I don't like what? Doting on me. Like Anna. She often takes this role for you. No, for you. You always focus on her. I was just worried, but I see you're concerned. I assure you, I don't intend to favor either of you over each other. Both of you are precious to me. You say that, but that doesn't change the fact that you only talk to me when she's not around. I guess I'm just your second choice. That's normal. Most people only talk to me when they can't talk to her. I'm used to it. There's nothing special about me, other than being forgettable, I guess. Damn. Well, if it isn't a local big shot back in town. And why? Nothing's happened here forever. At least now we can chill out since What's-Her-Face confirmed that they can't use the pulse to attack her here anymore. But it's so boring here. Even those other girls went off to catch Pokemon or train or something. By the way, who even are they? Someone want to fill me in? No. Yo. I don't know what our next move is going to be, but my gut says it's going to be big. Are you itching to kick teammate down as much as I am, mate? Yes. That's what I like to hear. They ain't going to see a single thing coming. It's ticket to meteor once and for all. It is not a risk to unhand me, woman. As I've already said, I will follow you voluntarily. No chances. Saphira, please. He's not a bad person. Oh, so that's why he's been with Team Meteor all this time. You, catch. Nice catch. What? You meant me. Doesn't matter. You, however. You and I have business. Enough already. You know, rough handling a compliant captive is a solid way to jeopardize that compliance. It's not the only thing I jeopardize if you don't start talking. I've been talking. You haven't been listening. I don't like what you had to say. You didn't like me saying I've left Team Meteor behind? I didn't believe you. If you won't believe me anyway, then there's no point in us talking. The right circumstances can bring honesty. You'll tell us the truth, or your comrade's injuries will be on your hands. Firstly, no. No matter what you say, I'm not responsible for whatever you choose to do to him. Secondly, if you listen to what both your sister and I have already explained to you, you know that he's no longer my comrade. Frankly, not that any of this is necessary, but you have better luck forcing answers on me by threatening your sister instead. Saphira. Whoa there. You don't have to hit the guy. Don't you dare presume that I would ever do anything to hurt my sisters. You sure don't seem to think twice about anybody else. I'm not surprised you'd learn that loyalty is a foreign concept to you, and discretion to you. Enough. Move, we're not done yet. Yes, you are. Laura, please move. I will not. Just what did he do to earn your grace? I do not believe that respect and mercy are things that need to be earned. Respect and mercy won't keep you safe from your enemies. Then I would rather be in danger. You've always been innocent, but I was hoping that innocence would fall into naivety. With all due respect and appreciation, sister, in my opinion, it is more naive to think that people are not worth believing in. Next, you'll tell me that we should all hold hands and sing hymns with Sigmund and fucking Connell. Not everybody is like him. I'm sure that, in some misguided way, he also thinks that what he does is for the best of others. Perhaps he, too, can still change. How dare you say that? You, of all people, know what we've been through. Now you want to lap sympathy on him? After I... Saphira. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't even think about touching me. Stop. Stop. Please stop. Or lady, you good? Saphira. It is just me, okay? You're safe. The doctor isn't here. It's going to be okay. Just breathe for now. So, you mind explaining what just happened? I'm sorry. I'm afraid that it isn't my place to say something like that. But if this is the past... But if this is like the past has been, she may need some time to collect herself. Back then, there were times where she was unable to even speak it at all afterwards for quite some while. Please forgive me if I don't consider that a loss in the immediate moment. I apologize for how she was treating you. She's rather protective of Charlotte and I, you see. I saw. I think we all knew that one last. For now, I will step aside and make sure she's alright. Awkward. Rather. How... Zero? Why? Why is Zero here? Is he okay? Don't worry, it's just sleep powder. I can let him make it back to Labradora. With your TB and NA, we took the lull as an opportunity to catch up on some much needed training now that each of us have our own teams again. We don't want to be dead weight after all. And you're here too? Do you even intend to turn tail on Team Meteor? Yes, not that anyone has seemed to believe me about it, except Laura somehow. So if you won't trust that I'm here for your good, then let's just say I'm here for her. I'll make things right and support her however I'm able to. It's something I frankly should have started doing a long time ago. I believe you. I don't know what to do with that, but I'll take it. Thanks. At any rate, it's not as if whether or not you are trusted will impact your course, correct? Correct. And though I would appreciate it if I were not literally dragged along by the ear in the meantime, trust must be earned through merit. To that end, I have an offer. The barrier. Correct again. What do you mean? What's the offer? As I have explained to some others previously, only authorized personnel may pass through that barrier. Zero and I are both authorized. I bring him to the city, claiming to have rescued him from you all as enemies of Team Meteor. This can be my justification for coming through the Calcyon side. Then I'll cut the pulse mine power supply, lowering the barrier for all of you to enter and finish off Team Meteor once and for all. It's true that we will need the help of someone trusted by Team Meteor if we want to get into Labrador City. There's no other way. Right now, we don't have another willing subject. I don't think Zero would do it either. Right, he sees Team Meteor as the only place he can turn to. Then it must be done before he wakes up. I don't know, mate. It's kind of fishy, if you ask me. What's the you don't just take off once you're in there and turn against us again? This would be a clever way for you to get out of the enemy's hands. A fair concern. Unfortunately, I don't believe I have to make satisfactory guarantees. But you will see whether or not I've stayed true to my word when the barrier lowers. And by then it'd already be too late for us to regret it, huh? An alternative may not present itself. Should we trust the guy? Yes. If you say so. Alright, I'll go with it. It may just be the quickest way to save Aya after all. I thank you for offering me the chance to prove my allegiance. I guess that works for Zero too. He'd prefer to be on that side, right? Feels strange to have wonder. What are you looking at me like that for? Do you miss how things were? I don't know. I do. I don't want things to go back to how they were, but I miss it. I miss him. Does that make sense? I don't think it does. It makes no sense whatsoever. I fully understand. Oh, this is where everyone was. Am I interrupting something? I can hardly tell myself, mate. Oh, it's Cal. When did you turn your hair blue? Do I know you? Evelyn Sajaya. This is Lumi. We only spoke in passing and only under that one's face. Yeah, I don't get it. But, have any of you seen Shelly around? Heather had a message for her. She and most of the others went down to the city to put the slammer on some of the meters that caught trapped in a gate. Bad day to be a meteor. Might be the last day to be a meteor. I guess most of us here have been on the other side at some point, huh? Yet I don't think I've seen any of you before. Victoria? Cal? Oh, hi. Been a while. Not long enough, if you ask me. What, brings you here? Oh, I just thought I'd get out from behind the desk for once. Maybe check up on how things were going here while I take a break from the literal mountains of paperwork and responsibilities building up. Not only from the having to deal with everything going on in Reborn City, but also from the very slight, tiny, minuscule, teensy issue of having had to take control of all of Apawful Academy after you got Kiki killed. And where there's no way I can atone for what happened there. Yeah, there isn't. Did I miss something? Let's assume so and not get in the way of it. I wasn't going to let Apawful go. Oh, you weren't? Oh. Well, that totally explains why you betraying us all and setting up the pulse that was going to burn it all to a crisp. That explains what happened to Kiki's Metacham. So that's why you stopped Team Meteor in Pyre's Mountain and she's still alive today. Oh, wait. I sabotaged the pulse. It wouldn't have done anything but overheat. Do you really think I'm going to believe something as convenient as that? It's true. Who even are you? I created the pulse. Oh, you did you? Well, today seems to have been a great day to come up here after all. I get to solve not one, but two problems. I'll accept any punishment you deem fit to apply to me, Eve. But before you do, please be advised that as I have already escaped Team Meteor, I have nothing to gain by defending this individual. Yet I personally inspected the damage to the pulse camera system after the incident there. Although it was clear that the machine had been targeted by a fire-type attack, there was no significant damage to it from that. However, the coolant system had been completely drained and removed. The machine would have powered on, but it would have overheated and shut down long before producing enough energy to resonate with Camerout. Further, there was no sign of Camerout himself around the scene after the incident. It's right here. Back then, I used my attack to covertly withdraw the Pokemon from the scene, and have since recovered it back to health. Now it was but that was just a show. I discarded the cooling system long beforehand. The pulse would have failed regardless, but then you all got involved and Kiki was hurt. I had to pretend to destroy it myself in order to convince Solaris to drop the operation and retreat before anything else happened. That's convenient. Just how do you explain what happened to her Metacham then? You still let that poor thing be burned to a crisp. Actually, you're not going to say that's the same Metacham. It sank right into the lava. There's no way it would have survived that. There was another advantage I had discovered when I emptied the pulse's coolant into the volcano. Although it didn't visibly impact the surface, the temperature of the lava was lowered significantly. A human might have been in trouble, but for Pokemon that are used to taking flamethrowers in the heat of battle, I was able to rescue it with my Pokemon after you chased me off. You didn't think to bring this up before? B-tean knew some of it, but you said you didn't want to speak to me. I intended to respect your wishes for as long as you needed. I need to be alone for now. Awkward. Perhaps now would not be the best time to stage a raid on Labrador after all. You're planning to what? We'd been mulling it over the possibility of Bennett here giving the barrier the slip and singing its meteor once and for finally all. I see. Blake is back there. More importantly, Solaris. Victoria may want nothing to do with me, but she may accept my defense. I suspect she will bring her full fury down on him no matter what. I'll join you then. Someone has to look out for her. Then we should just wait just a bit, right? Until everyone's ready? Our time is limited until Zero wakes up. Alright, then everyone do what you need to. We'll meet back here with Bennett. For the sake of not rousing suspicion, I'll just wait here. Talk to me whenever you want to begin. Okay. Interesting. Who am I talking to? Who does it matter that I talk to? Cal. Maybe I should have been clear about what happened when we spoke in Obsidia that one time. I carried on had a fever that wouldn't break for seemingly ever. An effect of the pulse, no doubt. And Medichan was a miracle still in progress. I didn't want to claim to have gotten them out if I wasn't sure they would be well. And frankly, I was surprised you listened to me for even a second. I'd be lying if I said that I don't hope Victoria will forgive me. But that's nothing compared to what it will take for her to forgive herself. For me to forgive myself. I don't know if that day will come. Fair. You? How do you know if someone is important to you? Is it something you decide or something you feel? Decide. This is a point bonus. These are point bonuses. I see. So he hasn't made that decision. Then I decide not to need him. Thanks. You're welcome. I need to talk to you. Ever since it happened, I've been beating myself up for even having liked Cal. At this point, the thought that I might have been wrong to do so is almost more painful than the things that I was telling myself. If I believe him, then isn't it our fault Kiki died? I had always thought I just didn't do enough. Wasn't strong enough. But none of that matters. Strength is weakness aimed at the wrong target. In the end, we killed Kiki. Damn. Oh yeah. You're weird. Oh, hi, Julia. Jeez, I came up here to help out with Team Meteor, and now it's practically turned into a daytime television show. Who's the director here? Who's the writer? I want a word with these people. And a bigger part. What's with having no screen time for most of the series, huh? I bet they just didn't include me because of my upbeat and cheerful personality would ruin the over-serious tone. And you know what? They're right. This is a sitcom now. We're eating canned laughter for breakfast. Quick, say something funny. What? Yes? There's a laugh track too? Perfect, you're natural at this. PokeStar Studios, here we go. Yeah. I don't care what you have to say. Where the heck is Charlotte? Is she in her gym? Okay, no, she's not. I'm supposed to be able to talk to Charlotte. Oh, story apartment. That makes sense. She's the last one that I need to talk to. Alright, great timing. Welcome to the Civil War. This isn't a war. I should have to fight to keep the only ally. I shouldn't have to fight to keep the only allies I've had on my side. It's just a betrayal. I'm betraying you by saying someone should get a second chance? He doesn't deserve a second chance. He's had a lifetime full of choices. And you know better than anyone what he's done with them. A lifetime. He's barely older than I am. What? No, I don't care with that boy. Do whatever you like with him. I'm over it. Really? You sure don't seem over it. I'm not talking about him. Who started all of this? Me? No one blames you for what happened. I do. I won't allow anyone to talk about you like that. Not even you. Glad to know I have rights. But this is the same way of thinking. What happened was an accident. Do we really need to keep reminding her of what happened? Never forget, but thanks. That's different. She was a kid. She didn't know what was happening. But the doctor is an adult. Even if he doesn't act like it, and as an adult, he made himself responsible for all of our well-beings. And you know he failed to deliver on that. I can't fathom why you're suddenly pretending he's innocent. Did you forget everything that happened? What I told you? I couldn't possibly forget that. Sometimes I wonder. Sometimes I wonder if we're even talking about the same thing. Maybe I was the lucky one. Maybe I succeeded in protecting you. Or maybe not. How could I know? As much time as I spend in the circuit, or separate from you, I can't be sure. And that's to say nothing of the other kids. I'm always thinking. You show signs of it too. It could be either of you. Maybe you just blocked it out. Shout us about that, right? Zafira, what are you? I don't know. I was supposed to look out for you. I don't know. I'm sorry, but there's no way that I'll ever forgive him. Not even for half a second. Not only he's that kind of person. The kind of person that would do that to a child. Those people just don't change. If those in power are given to abuse, They will continue to abuse until they no longer have that power. I can't stand the thought of this happening more and more. Not to you, not to any of the other kids. So I'll personally relieve him of that power. I'll relieve him of everything he's had. I'll make sure he understands the shame I felt. I don't think it's impossible for people to change. Even then, I do not wish to believe that violence is the only answer we have. Is that not just perpetuating the pre-existing cycle? That kind of thinking is what allows it to continue. That's what gets people hurt, like you hurt. Then I'd rather be hurt. And you're still naive. Still just a child. I'm grateful for your guidance and protection, but we are not entitled to our own opinions of what is best to do. Charlotte, B-tean, and everyone. Don't go dragging me back into this now. This dilemma belongs to all of us. What, B-tean too? That isn't quite what I had. You heard the lady. So what's your take on it? Is it fine to use violence as an answer to abuse? But I don't really think it's anyone's place to be claiming moral righteousness. We're all just piles of flaws, trying to make as few mistakes as we possibly can in our lifetimes. But that's fun too. I don't need anyone's approval. In fact, it's better if you both stay out of it. I'll take care of everything like I always have, including Dr. Sigmund Connell's funeral. Drama queen. She thinks saying something intense and then leaving immediately is cool or edgy or something. She may be right, but she's still a drama queen. People only do things because they have reasons, even if those things are wrong or seem very strange to others. Isn't it important to understand why someone does something rather than passing judgment right away? I don't know. You know what? Fuck it. Once you give me a signal, I'll be... No, not yet. Yeah, no, we're good. Yes. Your word is as good as any from me. Golden child and all. Then I'll get started. I don't know how long it will take me to get to and deactivate the pulse. If I have a lot to do of explaining, it could be a while. In the meantime, I suggest you make sure everyone else is ready. But don't worry, I'll get it done. Holy shit, everybody's here. We got Eve and Lumi. We have Radmus. We have Charlotte. We have the Fire Girls. Already. How long has it been? Too long. Do you think something happened? Nothing unexpected happened. He was just lying in the first place. I'm sure he wasn't lying. That's what people do, Laura. They lie and cheat and hurt others. And they keep doing so until they have no other possible choice. That's exactly why we have to make that choice for them. That's why all we have is each other. That's why I have to look out for you. You're innocent. But you can be hurt by these kinds of people. But don't worry. I'll make sure they never hurt you again. I'll make sure they never hurt anyone again. Have you always been this way? Yes. Ever since I understood what kind of world we lived in. I've done everything I could to look out for my sisters. My job is not done yet. But it will be soon. And how about before then? Before you understood, that is. That's when I was naive, innocent. Back then, that's not who I am. After Mom and Dad passed away, she was really unstable. If you don't need to bring that up. I remember that one time you punched that one girl, the only one who was in the circuit more than you were. What was her name again? But you slugged her and then just started bawling. That happened more than once. But you don't cry anymore, huh? There's nothing to cry about. I just need to solve the problem. Put them in their place. But that sounds like you changed after all. So what? If you can change, what's to say that others can't? In my opinion, you underestimate others. Sorry if my life hasn't been so chock full of fairy tales and fantasies as yours has. We don't all get the privilege to stay soft. And yet, you have a responsibility that sheer cynicism cannot fulfill for you. The best moves often require not only trust in others, but also what? Patience. Shall we be off? The Endgame awaits us. Episode 100 awaits us. Do you see now? Ben really was telling the truth. He's on our side. We'll see about that. But for right now, I have an appointment with the doctor. Oh my goodness. Fine. If no one else is going to look out for him, then I will. That's his enemy knocking echo. Let's go, Aya. Coming for you. If I'm worried about Zero, then you'll have to find him. You're not coming? No, I cannot be there to hold your hand this time. I'm going to do what I can about the pulse Pokemon still in there. Whoever fights them will need to be prepared. This might be one of the precious few ways I can still unravel the things I've done. Yeah, okay. I don't need hand holding anyway by now. We'll do what we've never been able to do before. Divide and conquer. Alright, let's go to war! Cause staying here would be a huge bore. I wonder how much stuff I can blow up before they catch me. Fucking hell. I like her. Well, I'd better not miss the fun. Just remember, if you see any buildings on fire up there, it totally wasn't me. Victoria says nothing. She's after Solaris, no doubt. Well, I guess I'm in for her. And however many other dozens of reasons I have to judge myself. You can go ahead. I don't need to go. I don't really think I'm crucial to anyone's plans. I don't have a reason to fight like everyone else does. I'll still help. But it's not quite the same. You should just go on ahead. Just right up here, I hear fighting, which will be part of episode 1. Why did this guy just turn red? This will be a part of episode of 100. So get ready for that and explosion. Peace of B-tean. See you next time. Bye-bye.